Hello, lovely people. So cold today. Anyway, this is gonna be probably the last video this year. Now, if you're asking why, the reason is very, very simple. Time. So, um, end of the year, it's busy time for everyone. Like in my work, we have mandatory overtime, so I'll be working extra shift for the upcoming month or so, and there's literally no time to do anything because it's like sleep, work, home, my daughter, my wife, and everything, and there's literally no time for anything else. So I'm just gonna give you a heads up that for the upcoming month, more than a month, probably for the whole of December, I'm not going to be making any videos at all, because even if all the videos that I'm making, they don't take like a long time to make. The video like 20 minutes, half an hour to shoot, another like an hour to edit and stuff and everything. I'm trying not to edit much, but it still adds up everything, and it's still a lot of time, and there's loads of stuff to do. Like next month there's gonna be MOT for my car, so for my American friends it's like yearly inspection, so I need to make the car ready. It has some leaks, I need to clean the engine bay and everything, just all the little bits and pieces. However, there's so much stuff that I want to make videos about, and they will be coming. However, it's going to be probably in January when it's going to be more free time for me, because now again, since I'm working more time, I spend less time with my daughter, and she's always like, daddy, when is daddy gonna be home? Daddy, she's calling me and everything, and all the time, when you're gonna be off, when you're gonna have holiday and stuff and everything. So yeah, I'm not gonna have any holiday probably this year, maybe just Christmas Day, because money, it's all about the money. Like, if you're not aware, in the UK we have kind of cost of living crisis, where everything is very, very expensive, and like now it's starting to get cold, so the heating and everything, oh yeah, so it's difficult, but I'm not complaining, because the thing is, YouTube doesn't pay literally anything. It's like less than £100 a month, which is nothing for all the videos that I'm doing. Patreon and private donations help me a lot, but I'm trying to not use that money for myself, but trying to invest that money into gear, equipment, and everything that I can test and show you. So what is going to be coming up next? Um, with the stuff that I have now installed in my car, I am more happy than what I had before when I went to Emma with all the speakers. Like, I had what I have. I had Peerless, I had SB Acoustics and everything. Now with the Status fully tuned, with all the amps, with the IB sub and everything, I am much more happier than I was before. And maybe again, it can be my fanboyism showing up through like Alpine stuff and gear and everything, but to me this system sounds much better, and I really don't know how to explain it. What is the difference between like this system and the one that I had before? So this one is, I don't know if it makes sense, but it feels more coherent, more rounded off. Like, with the previous speakers that I had, you couldn't tell that the speakers are like separate. Obviously, it was one system, like center image and everything, but this sounds more like a system than the previous one. I don't really know how to explain it, but it sounds much better. The subwoofer that I have now, the One Audio, if I have to compare it with the FI, the One Audio sub sounds much better, like miles better compared to the FI. I don't know why. It might be have to do something with the tuning, but install is kind of the same, location is the same. Power is different, but I don't know if I needed less power. This one needs more. I don't know, but it's a huge difference. Like, I always thought that there's not a big difference between, like, especially subwoofers and sub bass, but now I can tell that there's a massive difference, and everybody's saying like, oh, acoustic elegance is much better than all of these heavy subs. Probably yes. I'm not gonna say no now. Probably yes. Yeah, most likely yes. But I'm not planning to have acoustic elegant, because just for sheer output, the level that I'm listening music now, uh 118 acoustic elegance, it wouldn't be enough. I'm not bottoming this out, but it's working hard. And like in my system now, I feel with the front subwoofer and everything, I feel that nothing is struggling. Not a single component is pushed too much. Especially like amplifiers, I have loads of power, much more than I need. So amplifiers are not struggling at all, especially now when I have that Taramps 3K. So that 3K amp working on half power, less than half power. It's not even warm. The fans don't turn on at all, so it's not struggling at all. Speakers, they're not pushed too hard at all. Everything is manageable, and that's the thing. Like, I can turn it up full tilt, and I can feel that I could turn it up even more. And I could potentially do that with the digital output, because if you remember from the Helix measurements that I did on Bluetooth, I got 6 volts out via RCAs, and on digital, it went to full 8 volts, so I could get more volume out of it, but it's plenty fine. It's like even now on full tilt, nothing is struggling. However, if I like, my commute to work and back is like sometimes half an hour, if it's traffic an hour. If you spend like 40-45 minutes in this car full tilt, it makes you sick. So yeah, it's not pleasant anymore. But for the first 10-15 minutes, I like it. I love it. So I'm very, very, very happy with the system. Now, what's coming next in probably January? I have my mic array. I have everything ready for the mic array. I have 7 microphones. I have the mic holder, which is, again, a huge shout out to Eric. He sent it to me. I have my audio interface. I have the cables and everything, and I bought REW Pro license, which is like the premium one that lets you do the measurements with multiple microphones. So I will be using REW, as I mentioned before, because, and this is the reason. So I was using REW from day one, and I'm used to the software. I know how it works. I don't want to exaggerate, but I feel like I'm like a fish flying through REW. I know kind of everything that it does. And to me, now transition to another software such as Smart or Open Sound Meter, which is for free. I could do that, but then why? Because I cannot use the JL stuff, because JL Tune works in multi-mic array only with Max, so that's out of the question. However, REW works just fine, so I will continue to use REW. And this was the whole point about me making the mic array that is affordable and approachable, so a lot of people can actually afford it, especially if they cannot afford JL Max. An REW license is like $100, which is like 78 pounds or something like that. I bought that license from your donations. So again, thank you very much, people that support me directly via PayPal or on Patreon. Thank you very much. Apart from the mic array, I have another thing that I'm planning. So if you watched my amplifier testing videos, probably know that I bought a lot of old school Alpine amplifiers, MRV series. So they are kind of 20 years old, but for measurements, they measure very, very good. Some of them even better than my Alpine Class D, which I have in the back now. And what I'm planning to do, because I did all the measurements, but what I want to do is I want to listen to them. So I'm planning to replace them to have the Class AB, not because, and again, I'm emphasizing probably not enough, Class AB versus Class D, to me personally, it doesn't matter at all. What I want to see is if I were able to hear any kind of differences between them. I'm not saying one is better than the other. We're not going to go there. But I just want that experience. So I'm going to replace my Class D with an AB, and I will have 2 ABs. So I'll have the newer one, V Power, and the older one, V12s. And what I'm planning to do, I don't know how yet, but this again is going to be a month for me to try to figure it out, is to have an A/B test, A/B, not ABX, because that requires some kind of software, but it's going to be an A/B test, probably on a switch with a relays or something. Where can I switch between 2 amplifiers? So my plan is to use 2 or 3 amplifiers for the front end, 1 amplifier for left, mid, and tweet, another amplifier for right mid and tweet, and another amplifier if it's 2-channel on the mid bass, or maybe bridged if it's 4-channel. And somehow I need to figure out a relay that would work on speaker wires that I could connect probably like 6 amplifiers or whatever, and switch the speaker terminals on a relay, so I could switch between one on or the other one. I have plenty enough of DSP channels. If I will need help with DSP, I'm gonna connect the Alpine DSP, which has 12 channels. So you can like take 2 channels from the Helix DSP into the Alpine, and then I have 10 channels extra for that. So DSP channels is not a problem at all. And like now my system in the back is all spaghetti wiring, but I don't care about that, because I realized now in the past like half a year that I will not have a fully finished system, and I'm not bothered by that at all. I don't really care as long as it's working. And now like all the wiring is secure, nothing comes out, even if it looks like a mess, it's fully functional. Like with this tune that I have, I feel that it's on par or better than I had when I was going to Emma. So I could potentially go to Emma. I wouldn't lose probably any points for the install, maybe like the finishing things, because everything is wired correct, all the fuses are fine, everything is fine. It's just, it looks like a mess, but I don't care about that at all. And then after that, I have all the SPL speakers. So I have the bullet tweeters that I might put like somewhere here in the corner, like facing me, or maybe in the doors. I have the Pro Audio mid-range drivers. I want to test those as well. So basically, yeah, there's loads of stuff that I'm planning to do. But again, as I mentioned, I don't have time at all. Even like today is a Friday. I have a morning to myself. I need to clean the house, do like all the husband work and everything. Then my little one comes back home. And the little one didn't see me for basically 2 days, because I came back home yesterday, she was asleep. The day before, I went to work, she was sleeping, and it's like, it's a total mess. So I will be playing with dollies for the rest of the evening today. And yeah, there's no time. Family life. Christmas is coming. We need to do all like tomorrow we're gonna have a Christmas tree and everything. It's like, you know how it is, because you live exactly the same life as I do. So hopefully in January I will have a bit more time, because less work probably. The little one is gonna go to school and everything, so probably is gonna be more time for testing. So the 3 big main projects that are coming in January is the mic array, the amplifier swapping, like A/B comparing, and the Pro Audio drivers, the SPL drivers that I'm planning to install, see how they sound, try to tune it and that kind of stuff. Maybe by that time I'm gonna get like an SPL subwoofer. Oh, talking about the subwoofer, so you saw that I have the Alpine Status subwoofer that I kind of tested, but didn't really do with it anything. So another thing that I want to do with that subwoofer, which I planned to do a long time ago with the previous subwoofers that I have, is to build multiple boxes, because that subwoofer I think is going to be applicable to a lot of like different alignments. So my plan is to make a sealed box, a ported box, 4th order and 6th order bandpass, and to test them. So impedance sweeps, frequency response from outside, frequency response from inside, maybe loudness, maybe some kind of my impressions of it, how it sounds and everything. So this is again a huge project, but for that I need to get some wood. And now since it's so cold outside, I don't know, this morning is almost freezing. It's like I cannot work outside because it's just too cold. And again, I don't have any time, so that's gonna be in the future. So just to summarize everything, I don't have any time because life gets in the way. We'll be stopping all of my videos from now on. I will be active on social media. You can find me on Facebook. You can text me and that kind of stuff and everything. But yeah, no videos for the whole of December probably. I might make one, or I don't know if I will have time, but probably I'm not going to have anything. So don't expect anything until after the new year. And anyway, since I'm not going to see you then, happy holidays, people. I know it was like Thanksgiving Day, so happy that. Happy Christmas, Happy New Year, whatever. I'll see you later. And thank you for sticking with me. And yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.